call me Grayson. Well, ladies, this is your space for inspiration, empowerment, and real conversations with women who are redefining the game.
Well, welcome to another episode of SKST Radio, and you're tuned into Girl Talk, and I have a special Girl Talk member with me today. She is a for real SKST Radio person. She'll always be until she die here. But B. Sydell, welcome to the show, girl.
Hey,
Wow.
I know.
Looking all cute.
Thank
What's up?
All is well. Just been doing all the things. That's all. School and being a mom, being a chef, running a business,
Girl.
trying to launch new businesses.
Okay.
Just doing all the things.
We got to learn all that. We got to figure out what's going on. Okay, so for those who don't know, she is the CEO of the Tasting Spoon.
Yes.
Is that correct? The CEO of the Tasting Spoon. And man, let me tell you, she has it going on.com.
Well, thank you.
I mean, I went to her website and I'm just looking and I'm going, look at that with her little chef outfit on and all this. Don't even look like a chef, just cute as a button, you know. So tell us, how did you get started doing all this?
Okay, well, as far as the chef side is concerned, everyone in my family on my mother's side can cook. And so one Thanksgiving, we just looked around at each other and I was like, wow, nothing was nasty. I mean, nothing. We made that food. And so I originally went to school to be a pediatric oral surgeon, and I could not pass biology. All the way at VCU, couldn't get past biology, which I needed, and if I was gonna become a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
But after fast forward, I got married, had kids, and I told my husband, this time when I go back to school, I'm gonna do something that I enjoy doing, which is cooking. So I went to culinary school.
Okay.
And so a friend of mine, she was like, I want you to cater my vow renewal. And I was like, how many people? She was like, for 200 people. I said, 200 people? No, man. And so I spoke to my chefs at school, and they were like, listen, you love math. All it is math. They was like, you just made this pan of paella. How many people does it feed? And I was like, well, this pan feeds about 50 people. They was like, okay, duplicate it until you get enough for 200. And I was like, if that's all that it entails, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So her investment, everything she bought for her vow renewal, she gave to me. I mean,
Wow.
taping stands, the linens, everything. She was like, it's yours. You keep it. Let this be the launch of your business. My husband came up with the name, The Tasting Spoon, and here we are.
Wow. You know, isn't it good to have friends like that?
Yes, it is.
It's good to have friends.
That's my sister. I love her. LaTanya Jacobs. Shout out to her.
And so, but LaTanya, thank you so much, because you know what? You planted a seed, and and look at her now.
Yes.
She went through the what was that thing that you were going through when you were at the podcast? You just finished graduating from this class to do the
I did Black Brand.
Black Brand, yes. So
yes,
she just did
I did Black Brand.
And they used her for a lot of different events.
They did. They contracted me, and I was cooking for Black Brand. They normally feed everyone who's participating in the program. At the time, they were feeding them during our classes.
Mm-hmm.
And so, they contracted me to do that. And that I was grateful for. They had me cooking for not only B-Force Accelerator, but also for Surge, which is for startup businesses, as well as their Women Who Lead program. So I was doing all of them. And then they would call me back to do even little brunches that they would have for some of their seminars. So forever grateful to Blair Durham and Black Brand. Forever grateful. Those are my people. So definitely grateful.
And so not only does she cook and she's a mother and all this, one thing you didn't mention.
What?
You went to choir.
No, my brother's in the choir.
Okay.
I assist my brother with Effortless Solutions because he's a manager.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
I am listed as his president for Effortless Solutions, where he manages a lot of different artists across the area, and actually across nationwide, really, because he also had artists down in Florida of all different genres of faith-based music, and also musicians, and also participating with him on his show, Effortless Praise with Sidney Lasseter III, as his co-host. So yeah, but yes, he manages choirs, and that's where Living Testimony came in.
Because I know they're getting ready to go to Atlanta, right?
As far as I know,
yeah,
yes,
they're getting ready to go to Atlanta. So I was going to kind of give them a little plug on that one. So
well, we can plug him. Like, listen,
give him a
look
boy
out for LTC, Living Testimony Community Singers, LTCS. You can follow them on social media.
Yes.
Please do so. Brother TJ is doing a great job with that choir. He's had it for quite some time, and they have, been doing phenomenal things with their singles and all of that. So
yeah,
definitely give Living Testimony Community Singers a listen and follow them on social media.
Yeah, I was on Brown's show the other day, and I introduced the Living Testimony.
Yes,
so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so we got to make sure we keep it going.
Absolutely. They all family.
Yeah,
once
that's
family,
right.
always family.
That's right. So now, what are you doing now? What's going on in your life now?
So I'm in school. I'm a psychology major at the Norfolk State University. Behold, I am majoring in psychology. I had an excellent last semester. I'm going into my senior year. I'll graduate in May of 2027.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to that. But I had a really great teacher, Dr. Olasunkanmi Kahinde. He was my teacher for psychological statistics, as well as psychological test and measurements. And by taking those two classes, it opened up my mind to not only wanting to be an LPC, which is a licensed professional counselor, but also a psychometrician. And my mother-in-law actually retired from Portsmouth Naval from being a psychometrician. I never really took the time to ask her what her job really entailed, but learning about it through psychological statistics, I love math. So most people that know, they know that I love math. And basically all it does is it takes all the behaviors that you learn in psychology and you turn those behaviors into numbers. And so you plot those out in order for, that's how we get statistics in the world today of that's why they know, how many men versus women prefer this over that. And so that's where the statistics come from, by them turning those behaviors into numbers. And so I'm very much so interested in that. I'm interested in figuring out, why is Myers-Briggs so respected? I want to be the new Myers-Briggs. I want to create tests, things like that. So I'm really excited about my future career in psychology, simply because my mind has been opened up to other avenues that is more than just listening to people, but it's also the whole process of how the inner workings work, of how to translate the information that is being gathered from those sessions and turning it into statistics.
I absolutely love it.
Yes.
Well, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back after these messages. All right. If you just tuned in, you haven't tuned in too late. You tuned in to Girl Talk, and I am here with Miss B. Sydell, and she is just making it happen over here. Girl. Okay, so we're at our Girl Talk question of the day. Okay. And the question is, in your business life, have you had to make harsh or bad decisions? Decisions that wasn't so good, that was hard to make? And how did you feel about that? Did you regret it?
Okay, so I'm going to say yes. First, the decision to go back to school to even start the business was a hard decision because I had just had a baby. My youngest daughter was months old. She was born in January. I was back in school in August of 2015, right after she was born. And so that was a hard decision because I really wanted to be, with my kids, at least give them, their first year of life with me, me being with them. But I had a very good support system who supported me. My husband supported me, to make sure that I was able to achieve the goals that I had set out for myself. And I just looked at my daughter, my oldest daughter. She was 2. She had just turned 2, and I said, and she was, and she was potty trained, but not fully. And so I wanted her to go to TCC's daycare center. And I was just like, baby girl, they won't let you wear this pull up. I need you to not be on yourself because I need you to be here. And she said, okay, mommy. And from that day forward, the child never peed on herself again.
Oh, that is wonderful.
And not that she was wetting herself like that, but
yeah, but still,
but just to make those type of decisions of, going from being a stay-at-home mom and being hands-on, with my children, and making that decision that, the steps that I'm taking are overall going to help my family. And then just entrepreneurship in general is a hard decision because while I was raised in a home where both of my parents were entrepreneurs my entire life, that was just second nature to me. The goal was to always own my own businesses and to allow those businesses to make enough passive income to support a family.
Right.
And so whereas my husband did not grow up in that type of environment, he didn't always understand those types of decisions or how it could actually happen. But I am grateful that since 2023, we've been full-time entrepreneurs, and he's leaned into it. He gets it. He understands it. And even when times I'm like, I'm ready to close up shop, I don't want to cook anymore, he's like, listen, he knows how to cook now. He has catered whole events for me. People don't even know. They're like, this food is good. Wonderful. My husband did it. Glad you like it, but I'm grateful that he has leaned into it where I can, lean on him and trust him enough to know that the food is going to be just as excellent as if I cooked it myself, because he took the time to learn what I was doing and see what I was doing and be able to execute it the same way. So, it was some real hard decisions, but those hard decisions paid off. Yeah. And so that's what I'm grateful for.
Yeah. So now you mentioned your husband, your support system. Is there anyone else?
Absolutely. So I am 757 homegrown. I am from Newport News, Hampton area my whole entire life. My husband's from Chesapeake. So our family is here. So I have friends who do not have, family that's local or live in places where their family's not around. And I see how that is a struggle. I am very grateful to the best grandparents that my kids could ever have. Our parents are top tier. So shout out to my parents and shout out to my in-loves, as we call each other, because I love my in-loves. They are absolutely wonderful. I don't have the horror stories that people like to say about their, I don't have that. Like they love me.
The in-law room.
I don't got that. And I'm grateful. Thank you, Lord. But I have an excellent support system. They are, like I said, they're just top tier. They're, they show up for us. They, watch our children, when we need them. They respect the fact that we still need to date each other, even just give us time just to be, together, Jason and Belon, so that we can keep, our love alive, so that we can be healthy and whole for our kids, so our support system is top notch as far as our family is concerned, including our siblings. I have a brother, as I mentioned, Sydney, and Jason's sister, Jessica. She's the best auntie that, our kids could have asked for as well. She takes our kids out individually, to make sure that she spends time with them. The support system is top tier. It's like because they take such great care of our children, we don't really have to ask them for other types of things when it comes to business relations, because I feel that, Jason and I, we do that very well. It's just the peace of mind knowing that our kids are good. That's our main concern. Like, we don't want to always feel like we're out here doing other things and building, but they feel neglected. And so I'm grateful that even hearing my own daughters say, no, mom, you make us want to go out here and get something for ourselves. Like, we respect what you do.
Yeah.
We love what you do. Like, even when they have heard me say that I'm ready to shut it down, they're like, no, you can't. You can't shut it down. Because I'm going to do this. Yeah. I'm going to take over it. They are excited. Like, they want to cook. They want to figure out where they can't wait till they get old enough so they can actually help out and come to the events and things like that. Like, they want to participate. So they value what it is that we're doing as well.
Yeah. So you're instilling great values within your children. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. So what can we do as a community to help you?
That is an awesome question.
And I know you have an awesome answer.
Just follow me on social media. That's the best thing. You can follow me at the B Sydell. B as in boy, S as in Sam, Y, DELL. And then from there, you'll be able to follow me on all of whatever business ventures that I may come up with. She had up there all the Tasting Spoon information if you'd like to follow that at the Tasting Spoon VA. I'm doing so many things, so it's hard to just pinpoint, but just follow me on social media, like, comment, share, all that kind of thing. I recently got monetized on Facebook, so you can find me, B Sydell McNair. I'm grateful for my little $5 a month. Okay. I'm still that's the start. The other side of me is like, I don't have to have social media. They can shut it down tomorrow and I'll be just fine. And I'll go get me a house phone and an answer machine and all will be right. But because I know that we are still moving forward, in a technological world, like, yes, you can follow me on the social media platforms, and also follow the Crystal Blue venue. I got to shout out Dr. Patsy Branch and her husband Floyd Branch. They recently opened up a venue. It used to be called the Hampton. It's in Hampton, Virginia, in downtown Phoebus. I am their featured chef for that particular venue. So that will also help me, is if you go book the venue, and if you need food, I'm gonna cater it for you. So go. Crystal Blue venue in Hampton, Virginia, where Mr. Floyd and Dr. Patsy Branch, they are the owners, and it's a beautiful venue. So they can hold gatherings up to 100 people.
Wow.
So
very nice.
Make sure that you also follow them. I've been helping them out a lot, and I want to see people win. I'm a strong believer in lifting as we climb. And so, that's what I'm doing, is as I go higher, I'm going to, keep pulling people up with me who I know deserve, and who I know are out here uplifting others as well.
I love it. Absolutely love it. The thing about her and her brother, they've just been so sweet ever since I first met you guys. I always was so sweet. And when they are a long way from the studio, so that was a drive for them to have to come here all the time. And then Sydney pretty much was, doing his thing too. So it hurt, because I wasn't gonna get to see the smile.
He's always Sydney's in Richmond.
That's a long
I'm
way.
the only one that's here. I'm willing to come, but he's in Richmond.
Yeah.
So we got to do virtual.
Yeah, it was hard, but growing pains.
I know.
And these. Keep in mind, guys, I'm from Texas, right? And so these are my nuggets of people that I've met and made family, made my extended family.
Absolutely.
And so when I say stuff like that, I'm for real.
Yeah.
Because this is me, and I really cherish the people who took the time to help us to get where we are today.
Absolutely.
Because if it wasn't for them, we probably wouldn't keep going.
Absolutely.
And
You're absolutely right.
It's wonderful. So thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Anytime. You got home. If you want to come this way, you're welcome. Yes. So guys, follow her, and you can go to www.skstradionetwork.com, and you can go to the Girl Talk page, and then scroll down, and you'll see this face right here. And if you want to get in touch with her from our site, just click it, and it'll go to either her phone or her website.
Yep.
And so you can find her there. And if you have any questions, give us a call and let us know. But until next time, right here, SKST Radio, Girl Talk. Bye for now.
An SKST Radio Network production. Powered by SKST Radio Network and SGA Entertainment. Tommy G.